All right, good morning, ladies and gents. This is Greg from Locally Laid out here in Baldwin. We're at, right?
Yes, sir.
At Charley's Chicks, and this is Charlie. I'm about to snatch up literally about 25 chickens, some for myself and some for clients. And we were just talking about feed and the different varieties, and I'm going to let the expert here talk to you folks about why we're picking out what, how much feed they're going to eat, and when they're going to start laying eggs. So, Charlie, fill us in.
Okay.
Well, one, how long you been doing this?
We are in our third year of raising chickens for the North Florida backyard communities. Yeah, man.
I know for myself, it was right around the pandemic time that I got a few chickens and then kind of got addicted to chickens and then the chicken coop and the relationship to the raised bed. But yeah, I've been here one other time and it's really impressive what you got going on here. So
Thank you.
again, tell us about the varieties that are available.
Okay, sure. We've got a handful of selections of 10-week-old pullets. A little variety of brown egg layers. We have Rhode Island Reds, which is pretty much the staple of all backyard flocks. Excellent birds, excellent producers, and Rhode Island Reds normally make up the staple of hybrid breeding for like commercial flocks. Silver lace Wyandottes, which are elegant and beautiful with silver lacing, and then hiding in there somewhere, we've got some Issa Browns. Matter of fact, well, they're in there somewhere. But Issa Browns are one of my favorites. They are a hybrid stemming from two different breeds. A great feed conversion, meaning they eat less feed overall and lay more eggs in their laying cycles, like a farmer's friend, so to speak. Really great birds.
Awesome.
Black Australorps, fantastic heritage breed. To my knowledge, they hold 3 world records for the most eggs laid in a 12-month period for a heritage breed.
Hear that, folks? We're going to break some records this year.
Come on now. Buff Orpingtons, family favorite bird. Very fluffy, very tender-hearted birds. Kind of like very kid-friendly, very family-oriented, and with consistency. They've proven to be one of the most reliable birds that enjoy your presence in the coop. When they fully mature, you get your hands around them and it's just like a big ball of fluff. They're awesome big fluffy girls.
Definitely got to have a couple of those.
And then light Brahmas, big dual purpose breed, feather legged, beautiful accents. Of the 3 common Brahmas, the light, dark, and buff Brahmas, these are by far the most popular, but they stand out in the crowd, and they're very mild-mannered and easygoing.
Awesome. I think I've said before, I've got into the chickens more. I bought a few off a marketplace. Some got delivered to my house, picked some up, but I really don't know. I guess it's the birth date or how old these chickens were. This time, doing it right, gonna mark them when I got it. And your feed is all GMO free, right?
Right.
You actually make your own feed here, and Charlie's getting set up with how many birds, what's the ratio of a month's feed, and what the cost is, because that's always a factor with the chickens. But most of all, you get them and they kind of become a little, you don't want to eat a grocery store bought egg once you have the opportunity to do it yourself. So tell us a little bit about your feed, Charlie.
Sure. So yes, you're right. We've removed bioengineered ingredients. We've added activated biocarbon to not only provide dense nutrition for your birds, but the biocarbon targets gut health to remove the toxins and the harmful bacteria that shouldn't be there. So it just makes for a calmer bird overall when they're not dealing with inflammatory agents in their gut. Just like us, you know, if you got a tummy ache, well, I'm a bear to deal with, let me tell you.
You and me both, brother.
So feed, as pullets are growing, they consume a percentage of pounds a day. It's kind of how we do the math.
Yep.
So at this age, they're consuming about 0.16 pounds a day. And if you say if you was gonna have a flock, I'm gonna have to pull out my calculator. So look here, you got 0.16 pounds a day times, let's say 10 birds. That's 1.6 pounds of feed consumed a day, right? Times 30 days in a month, approximately, that's 48 pounds of feed.
Yep.
So at this age, a 50-pound bag of feed ought to last you a month. Now, knowing that they're growing, and with that growth, they will consume more. Your average dual-purpose bird is going to consume approximately 0.3 pounds of feed a day. So we do that math again at 0.3 times 10 birds, 3 pounds of feed consumed, right? Times 30 days, we're at 90 pounds. So an average flock of 10 birds ought to run you 2 50-pound bags of feed a month.
That's awesome math because we could divide by 2. Most of my clients anyway, by local law, if you will, is 5 birds.
5 birds.
Right. So
That's
typically
right.
you're getting 5 birds. So math-wise or dollar-wise, you're in it for probably $1.50 or less a day with 5 birds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
So the return on investment on the coop, then you factor in, and I'll help, and I do help my clients figure that out. So now we've got the real math from the true expert all the way from date of birth until when they're going to start laying eggs. And
That's right. And
16, 19, 20 weeks typically.
with these heritage breeds, you can set your clock for about the 6-month mark, about 24 weeks.
Okay.
And optimally, that's when they're going to start coming into lay. We don't like to panic if they hit the 24 week
Yeah.
and they don't lay yet. Give them some time. They got to come into it when they're ready. The Isa Browns, however, are hybrid birds. Normally, under optimal circumstances, start laying around 19 to 20 weeks. So they beat that mark almost by a month.
Yeah, so it sounds like we're going to get 25. We're going to be at 18, 19, or 20 of the Isa Browns because we're really after the eggs and throwing some of these heritage for fun for the kids and just to have a little bit of variety. Let's
Right
get
on.
picking the chickens, man, huh?
Let's do it, man. Come on.